What's up, guys? We are here in not Batangas, but we're here in Makati, where we are going to visit the deliciously looking Lomi Batangas Alae. So for you guys, Batangas is a region in southern south of Manila. They always have a saying down there, Alae, which is kind of like a regional. I don't know what it really means though. I think it's like a sign of surprise. Anyway, so this Lomi house, they have a couple of locations spread throughout the Philippines, but only just a few. This is the only location here in Makati. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna taste it, and I'm gonna tell you guys 1 through 10 whether it's worth the hype. So let's go. Okay guys, here at the Lomi house. Lomi is this very special kind of, it's like a thick porridge, I think is like the best way to describe it. It's got noodles in it, it's got eggs, it's got all these delicious ingredients that we'll see. But I want to show you the menu here. They actually have multiple items. They've got tapsilog, they've got pares, they've got sizzling, but what they're most known for is their Lomi. So we're gonna give the Lomi a try. And we're gonna ask them which style of Lomi is the best, and then we'll rate it 1 through 10. Musta pre?
Yes, sir.
Ano po ba yung pinakamabenta yung Lomi dito?
Lomi overload po.
Lomi overload. Ito yung Lomi overload.
Lomi lechon kawali po ito.
Ay, Lomi lechon yun.
Yes.
Para sa'yo, ano yung mas masarap?
Same lang po yan. Pero try nyo po yung Lomi lechon kawali na.
Oh, sige. Yun na lang sa akin. So we're gonna try the Lomi lechon kawali, guys. Ano ba yung mga sangkap sa Lomi lechon kawali? Lechon kawali siya, tapos may itlog, tapos...
Atay, itlog, kikiam, chicharon, lechon
Ay,
kawali.
wow! So, ang daming mga sangkap, guys. So, we'll have that. Tapos, ano ba yung mga soft drink nyo?
Meron po kaming Coke Royal, Sprite.
Ay, wow. Walang Coke Zero, Coke Light?
Wala.
Siguro tubig na lang sa akin.
Sige.
Para masyadong mainit ngayon, ha? O mineral water.
Yun lang po.
Yan lang.
Total of 107 kasi.
170. Okay, guys. 170 pesos. So that's 170. That's like $3.50. And you guys are gonna see how insanely big this Lomi is. Okay, thank you. Tapos 10 minutes ang sabi mo?
10 to 15.
Alright, 10 to 15 minutes, guys. So let's take a seat. We'll wait for them to get that ready. Let's take a seat right here. Okay, this way. I feel great, guys, because there's so many cops all around. So I feel like they're gonna give us a lot of protection if anything goes down. I actually had several police officers stop me yesterday. So this is in Barangay Olympia. I forgot to tell you about that. Actually, I crumpled up the little receipt of paper he gave me, and I'm pretty sure I need this. We're number 19, guys. So, the other day, I was walking in this Barangay Olympia, and a couple of cops stopped me. They were in their patrol car, and they came up to me, and they're like, well, actually, I walked past their car, and then the guy in the passenger seat opened up his door after I had passed them, and he like signaled, he was like, hey, come here. I thought I was in trouble. I thought maybe I was jaywalking. I had heard about police in some of the red light districts here in the Philippines. I've never seen this, but I've heard that cops will try to stop foreigners who have an open container, which is illegal. But they'll do an open container check and they'll have you pay a fine. So I thought maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I jaywalked, something like that. He calls me over to his car. He's like, hey, because I was looking at my phone on Google Maps to see where I was going. I said, hey, just to let you know, if you walk around here, like this isn't the best area. If you walk around here, your phone's probably gonna get snatched out of your hands. And I was like, what? And then I started talking to him in Tagalog, and he's like, oh, are you from here? I'm like, no, I'm not from here, but I've lived here a long time ago, and I've been here a lot. And he's like, all right, well, just make sure you stay aware, and keep your head on a swivel and all that stuff. And I said, even with my huge body, I'm still like a threat. He's like, oh yeah, he's like these snatchers have it where they'll snatch the phone out of your hand and then pass it off like 3 or 4 times in the next 15 seconds. So you basically lose track of who has it. So even if one of the people gets caught, your phone's still gone. So he warned me about that, but then we ended up talking to the cop for like 10 minutes about like he's about to retire in a couple years. He said he wants to move to the States and get a job in private security. I was like, why not, bro? Live that dream, do your thing. So anyway, so he told me to be aware of this area, but like honestly, I've had zero concerns with my safety here. And for many of you guys that know, I was in the military for over a decade. I was in the Marine Corps. In the infantry for 11 years. I did three tours overseas. And so when you're in the military that long, especially the infantry, you basically develop like this second nature of like hyper awareness, hyper vigilance, where you're constantly aware of everything that's going on around you. You're constantly like, your eyes are always darting back and forth. You're taking an assessment. It's just something that comes to be second nature through lots and lots of training. So even while I'm here, and we have this thing in the military called posturing, which is where, you know, you don't walk with like your shoulders in like this and your head down and, you know, shuffling your feet. You walk with your shoulders broad and you walk with a stride. Because statistically, people who look like they might be trouble to a snatcher or to a thief, those people tend to not get stolen from. So if you just present yourself as a person who's like in charge and knows what's going on, people will leave you alone for the most part. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so here in the Philippines, I've never ever felt in danger or unsafe. And I know that I'm a 6 foot tall, 220 pound white guy. So with that comes privilege of, you know, most people aren't going to want to mess with me. If I was a 5 foot tall, 105 pound girl, that might be a different story. But all I can speak to is my own experience, and my experience has been just nothing but safety here in the Philippines. I know there was anyway, I've never felt unsafe here in the Philippines, guys, and I know a lot of people. There was this one British YouTuber or British, I don't know what he was just like a TikToker or something like that. Dude was super annoying because he posted, he was only here in the Philippines for a short time, but switch my hat. But he was only here in the Philippines for a short time, but all of the videos he made was just basically like, Philippines is dirty, Philippines is unsafe, and he was just getting ripped apart in the comments, obviously. But like, other than that, I don't really hear or read much about crime towards foreigners. And I know that some people have had their phones snatched in the past, but it's relatively safe, guys. If you've ever feared coming to the Philippines, obviously there's parts of every country that it would be better to avoid. Keep yourself out of a dangerous situation. But here in the Philippines, like, that's the thing I always tell people. The Filipino people, there's beautiful sights and sounds and food and geographic landmarks and architecture and history in every single country. But the one thing that makes the Philippines unique is that this is where Filipinos are. And the Filipino are just the warmest, most kind, accommodating people you'll ever meet in your entire life until you cross them. If you treat them with disrespect, or you piss them off, or you act like you're better than they are, be prepared for a Manny Pacquiao-sized, you know, tongue lashing, because I've seen angry Filipinos and they do not mess around. So anywhere you travel, treat the people with respect and kindness, and you'll get it back tenfold in whatever journey you've got. But anyway, long story short, guys, I've never felt unsafe here, even in like the worst parts of the barangay. And this is Barangay Olympia, and people have said that this is, you know, there's more than a few phone snatchers here, but I honestly, if it happens to me, guys, I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed. Gusto mo ng shoutout? Isi-shoutout kita. Ayaw mo? Sige! I have all these kids like staring at me from like 10 feet away, and then when you make eye contact and you do the Filipino what's up, I ask them if they want to shout out, and then they get super shy. That's the one thing I love here about, so it was so funny because like the first 2 weeks I was here, going around, getting used to holding a camera in my hand, sanai, as they call it. As I was getting used to doing that, which is very unnatural for me, people would always yell at me, "Pa-shout out, pa-shout out." And I didn't really like analyze the statement, "pa-shout out," and so I just started repeating it back to people. In my mind, I was asking them if they would like me to shout them out. "Wait, pa-shout out. Do you want a shout out?" But in reality, someone corrected me in the comments. In reality, the way that I'm wording it, and in the context, it's me asking them to shout me out, which doesn't make any sense because I've got the camera. So anyway, I've now corrected it to shout out kita, or gusto mo na bang shout out? So I've fixed myself, guys. Don't worry. I'm excited to try this Lomi, guys. I've only had Lomi one other time, and it was down in Tagaytay. You guys may remember I posted this video a few weeks ago of Lomi in Tagaytay. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. Oh, wow. Wow. Ito yung Lomi Legend Kawali Overload? Or Legend Kawali lang? Ay, okay. Ay, thank you. Tapos pre, kung pwede nyong ipaliwanag sandali lang kung ano yung mga sangkap dito sa Lomi Overload, sa Lomi Legend Kawali.
Ano po, chicharon, itlog, tapos kikiam, tapos atay.
Ay, okay. Tapos yung sabaw is yung sabaw para sa Lomi.
Ano, sa beef.
Ah, beef. Okay. Thank you, With Lomi, it comes with ingredients for sausawan. Actually, I don't know if this would be considered sausawan because you pour it in the Lomi. I'm pretty sure. Well, let's give you guys a close up. Here we got. So he says the ingredients of Lomi lechon kawali are, of course, lechon kawali, which is a roasted pig. Then we got chicharon. We've got atay, which is liver. We've got itlog, which is egg. Kikiam, which is kikiam is like a local street food here in the Philippines. And then, of course, we got tons and tons of noodles. Look at that steam just coming off there, guys. So I want to soak the chicharon in there for a little bit because it's absolutely delicious. What's that? Whenever people say hello, it's always the "Hey bro, what's up?" And back when I used to live here, like 20 years ago, I used to get "Hey Joe" all the time. And now I'm lucky if I get like a one "Hey Joe" a day. So we're gonna do the sausawan, and with the sausawan, it's got onions, pepper, and how did I just space on this? Calamansi. I don't know why I spaced on that for a second, guys. So we're gonna put all of this in here. We're gonna get the. Oh yeah. You guys see that? Okay. Just squeeze the shit out of this calamansi. Okay. And then I like to just make like a little edge mark on my pepper. I don't like to like cut it completely and have the seeds fall out. So just like a little mark like that, where you just like use the spoon to like just create like a little cut on one side, just like that. And then it's just gonna depend on what your taste is, guys, like how much soy sauce you wanna do, whether or not you wanna put the peppers in there. Give this a nice little mix up. This one has a ton of onions in it, and the last time I had Lomi, there wasn't so many onions, so I'm actually not sure if that's just for like, to like flavor the soy sauce, or if you actually put the onions in the Lomi. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, let's try one piece of this chicharon. It's already like completely like flexible from the hot sabaw. So look at that, guys. Ooh, wow. Ooh. That already, I can tell that packs a punch, guys. Ooh, this is gonna be freaking fantastic. Okay, and I want to try a piece of this lechon kawali dipped in the sauce. So here you have the lechon kawali. We've got the skin, the fat, and the meat. I'm gonna pop that all in. Guys, the skin is crunchy. The meat is salty. The fat is delicious. That's a good piece of kawali. And then let's try a piece of this liver here, guys. Because you know me, I love my liver, my atay. I got some of the atay right there. The liver is chewy. I mean, it tastes like liver. I'm not a big fan of liver by itself, unless it's used as an ingredient in something. But guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this all mixed up. I wanna get a taste of it. Let's break up this egg. You guys know me, I like getting all my stuff kind of mixed up so that every bite has a little bit of everything in it. Let's break up some of this egg. There was a fire down the street as I arrived. So there were a bunch of fire trucks doing their thing, which was pretty cool. I've never seen people put out a fire here before. Okay guys, Lomi Lechon Kawali from Lomi, Batangas, where their slogan is Alae. So let's get some noodles, let's get some egg, let's get some of this. Oh yeah, guys. You guys, it's crunchy. It's meaty with that lechon kawali. It is hot, hot, hot. The noodles are delicious and soft. I don't know if I would say this is as delicious as the Lomi that I had down in Tagaytay, because that was like a 9.9 out of 10. This is right up there, guys. This is absolutely fantastic. Let's add some of this sauce in here. So it seems like this has been infused with the onions. I don't know if I want to put the onions in here. I don't know if that's a thing. But we got some of the soy sauce that's been infused with the calamansi and the onion and the peppers. We're gonna give that a good mixing. Oh wow, guys, look at this. Jeez Louise. This entire bowl, guys, like look how huge this is next to my head. It's big. And this is all 150 pen. No, that's $3. And this is a meal that for me, honestly, would probably take a couple of meals to eat all of this. Like this is probably 2 whole meals for me. So this is the first taste of all of the additional soy sauce, calamansi. Guys, that adds so much flavor to this lechon kawali Lomi from Lomi, Batangas. Wow. This is skimming pretty close to a 10, guys. Guys, this is so fantastic. Ooh, let's get some of this kikiam in here. Nice. And some of this chicharron. Let's get some chicharron, some egg, and kikiam. Guys, that is so freaking good. Oh wow. What's that? So guys, this is like a 9.8, 9.7 out of 10. It's absolutely delicious. The Lomi, super affordable, $3. I've had like 4 or 5 bites. I'm already getting a little filled up. but you can see here, they're open 24 hours throughout the day. So anytime you get like a craving for Lomi, you can come here to Alae, Lomi, Batangas. Batangas is kind of like the epicenter for Lomi, but you can get a lot of different meals here. I would highly recommend the Lomi, guys. So I'm gonna finish up here. We're gonna leave these guys with a big tip for all of their hard work, which is thanks to you guys. I really appreciate all the assistance and support you guys give to the channel. If you like this video, if you like seeing local home-cooked food here in the Philippines from local entrepreneurs, local restaurateurs, be sure to subscribe. Interact with the video through liking or commenting or sharing. Any of those things help us get pushed out by the algorithm. And then tune in next time where we find another hidden gem of restaurateurism here in the Philippines. Hanggang sa susunod, guys. Ako si Kuya Kurt. Kita-kits.